successful singer-songwriter in Nashville, George Ducas knows the music business can be unpredictable, and it's important for an artist to find investments that can provide for the future. Instead of traditional options, George says that investing in bourbon was an appealing idea. So he contacted his friend Jeff Hopmayer, CEO and chairman of the Brindiamo Group, one of the largest bulk bourbon and whiskey suppliers in the world.
I met Jeff in the gym, so it was a really organic way to sort of come upon an investment opportunity. And again, it's bourbon, so it's fun. And Jeff makes it even more fun. I mean, he's got a great personality, great sense of humor.
George was always fascinated with what I was doing in the bourbon space and all of this. He said, I need to buy 100 barrels. I go, well, you can't buy 100 barrels, but I'll figure out something we can do with you. And brought George in, and again, he's been very successful in the trades and the things he's worked on with us. And
I had gotten to the point where I had a song catalog that I had sold for a nice little bit of money, and I was looking for things to do with it that were maybe a little bit unconventional. And he was so likable, number one, and like I said earlier, it was friendship first. So we got to talking, and I was like, I'd love to just explore that. I was aware of the risk. I mean, there's risk in going into the music business, a lot of it. And fortunately, it worked out. So when I looked at bourbon, I mean, of course, there's going to be risk in any investment. And if those who think anything's risk-free, it's just not true. And the fact that you could insure your barrels was a huge sort of safety net.
Jeff Hopmayer says bourbon investors will not see a quick return, and he cautions bourbon is not for casual investors.
first of all, you have to be an accredited investor, right? You have to have a certain amount of assets and a certain amount of ability to invest in whatever these things are. You have to have a lot of trust in what you're doing, because technically, you know, the barrels could be held by the distillery or held by Brindiamo or held by somebody else. They're not necessarily owned by you. So you have to be able to let that go. You have to be able to have that trust out there, and a lot of people can't get there.
I trust in Jeff. I do. I entirely trust in Jeff. Jeff's I look at Jeff as a proven commodity, certainly in this business, but also in my life, like as a friend, and in the community. He's been around Nashville for a number of years. He's a known commodity in our community, and he's a loved one.